I wanted to touch real quick on Donald Trump leading an American strike against the country Syria and his so-called chemical weapons plants and ordnance, if you will, last week. What I believe is this. First of all, we live in a world on the planet Earth where we have almost or approximately 8 billion people. The United States has a little over 300 million, maybe 320, 330 million people. We have enough problems in our own land. Homeless, veterans, employment, pollution, and the list goes on. Why are we meddling in other people's affairs? Yes, it is wrong when a dictator or a leader of another country is abusing its people. It's killing its people, either conventionally or with chemical weapons. But who told us, the United States, that it's okay to bomb someone? That is a military campaign and strike. It is like or akin to someone coming in your house, kicking the door in, and saying, "We don't like where your furniture is sitting. We prefer it to be here. We don't like the fact that you have one bedroom. We're going to knock down a wall and build a second bedroom." Rough example, but it's a good one. So how can you go to someone else's country because they're doing something in their own land, and you say for the sake of humanitarianism, you're killing men, women, and children, we're going to bomb your plants, when we, the United States, possess the same chemicals that they do? When Russia, China, Japan, Israel, and North Korea possesses the same chemicals and the same capabilities. We're not bombing those countries. So there's something that lies beneath all of this propaganda. There's a greater reason that the Trump administration bombed Syria. It is immoral. How can you have peace talks with Syria or the Syrian leader now after you have prematurely bombed his plants? You think he's going to take that easy and say, "Oh, let's sit down at the table now and let's talk"? He's not going to take it that well at all, because you had no business being there in the first place. And then you say, well, we have the UK and France who participated in it as well because they're our allies. For what cause? It is said that Assad has killed over 500,000 of his own people. Well, the United States during the 9/11 campaign killed over 100,000 Iraqi men, women, and children in bombing Iraq. Did they ever put that in the news, in the front page? Is that the news that you hear every day? It's true, ladies and gentlemen. We lost about 3,000 people in the trade centers during the 9/11 catastrophe, and about 4,000 military people, 7,000 plus. But we killed, the United States killed, over 100,000 innocent men, women, and children in that bombing campaign against Iraq. They don't talk about this in mainstream media. They brush it under the rug. So how can you say something about Assad killing his people when you've killed other people yourself? And I'm being nice. I'm only talking about Iraq. I'm not talking about all of the other people they've killed across the planet. The United States, that is. Leave well enough alone. If he hasn't attacked your country, leave it alone. If he haven't attacked somebody else's country, leave it alone. I know we have allies, we have friends, because America has an agenda. Who knows what the agenda is? I have an idea what the agenda is or what their agendas are. But it's not to protect men, women, and children, because there's been collateral damage in virtually every war that America has ever launched against any other nation. Nobody's crying in America for those men, women, and children. So why are you crying for the men, women, and children in Syria all of a sudden? You become emotional, melancholy, saddened that he's killing men, women, and children. So have you, United States of America. So have you. That's what I think about this bombing campaign. And it's not going to be over. Do you think these people are just going to forget what you just did? All you're going to do is embolden them even more to hate us as a country. All because of some new president who's a foolish president. This is Brother Teacher. What do you think?